Peace be upon you all, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you something very useful for control technicians, especially for those of you who've downloaded the Mark VIe simulation. If not, check the comments. In this video, we're going to dive into some key concepts that will help you better understand how the system works. If you've already experimented with the simulation or watched my previous videos, then you've probably noticed this. The number of variables declared in Toolbox is far greater than the number of points available in Cimplicity. In fact, the Cimplicity CimView only displays a small portion of them. Sometimes, you may want to display new values on the CimView screen, ones that are not already available in Cimplicity points. That's what I'm going to walk you through in this video. Let's begin. First, start the simulation and run the controller simulation program. Double-click the G1 controller icon in the tree view of the system editor to open its component editor. From the Software tab, select the Auxiliaries program, then click Enclosure Ventilation, and finally select the auxiliary task. Make sure you're online so you can see live variable values on the block diagram pins. I chose the Enclosure Ventilation program because its variables are not added to Cimplicity points. The variable values are fixed in the simulation, even though they're not constants. And that's easy to fix, but I'll admit I am a bit lazy. For demonstration, I picked TE1252 and TE1253. They are set points. I'll show you the final result by forcing these signals, so it doesn't matter. Now let's add them to EGD. Go to the Variables List editor and copy TE1252. Then paste it into EGD Produced Page 1. Enter the password when prompted. And that's it. You've just learned how to add variables to EGD. Here's another way to do it. Right-click on page 1 and choose Add Variables. You can browse for variables, or if you know the name like I do, just type it and click OK. You've now learned two different methods to add variables to the EGD page. You can see both variables now listed on the EGD page variable list. Next, build the program. Always check the info viewer. Now we need to download the program to the controller. Of course, because this is a simulated environment, we'll get some expected errors. That's normal. If you're interested in the Mark VIe simulation, check the comments below for the download link. Once the system scan completes, you'll see the errors. Just press OK and continue. Ignore the fact that I switched to the Status tab in the info viewer. I wanted to check something, but it shows nothing. Just keep pressing Next. You can read the messages if you want, then press Yes to perform the download. Wait for the download to finish. Then close the window. Now the two variables we added are being broadcast through EGD page 1, and we can use them in Cimplicity. Open Cimplicity Workbench. Create a new screen. Go to Points. I'm searching for the TNH speed signal to copy its address. You'll see why in a moment. Now create a new point ID and name it however you want. In the Device tab, paste the TNH address you just copied. Then replace TNH with the new variable name, TE1252. See? That's why I copied the TNH address. I prefer copying over memorizing. And since I know TNH is on EGD page 1, I just reused the piece of text that is used to point to a variable in EGD. Now the point ID in Cimplicity is connected to the variable value in EGD. Repeat the process for TE1253. Now restart the project from the Cimplicity Workbench toolbar so your changes take effect. I usually work in dynamic mode, so changes apply without restarting. That's why I created the new screen first. But now that we restarted, let's create it again. Add the two new Cimplicity points to CimEdit by dragging and dropping them onto the screen. That's the simple way. Click Test Screen. CimView opens and displays the live values of the 2 points. Remember, these variables didn't exist in Cimplicity before. To confirm that their values are displayed as they are captured by the controller, go back to G1 Component Editor, Software tab. Go online if you're not already, and force values. You'll see the changes appear instantly in CimView. If you're not sure how to force values, I've already made a video on that. Check it out on my channel. With this simulation, you can learn almost everything about control and automation: SCADA, DCS, HMI, OPC servers, ED trenders, historians, alarms, and more. You can program using SFC, sequential function charts, box diagrams, ladder logic, even other programming languages. You might not believe it, but this system could control a spaceship. If you found my content helpful, it would really mean a lot if you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.